If you follow the channel for a while, you know that on a Sunday, we very typically don't make videos. But this one felt important to make today. Now, I want to give a massive shout out to Eric Rousseau, who actually sent this across very quickly. So many of you have sent it to me in DMs and tagged me on Twitter as well. And I really do appreciate all of that. Genuinely, if I would have missed this, I would have felt gutted. Because this article seems to be like a tell-all from Bo Dallas. He talks about the death of Bray Wyatt. He talks about the Wyatt Sicks. He talks about some stuff that we wasn't sure about. So obviously some answers in here as well, which I think is very interesting. And he talks about continuing the legacy. Now, everything we're going to talk about comes from an article from USA Today Sports, from an article written by Jordan Mendoza for USA Today. Bo and his brother, Wyndham Rotunda, known professionally as Bray Wyatt, had spent so much time brainstorming ideas for their WWE return. The brothers were like kids again. They were excited, constantly planning, to the point Wyatt would text his sibling at 3 a.m. just to tell him something he thought of. That's something we definitely touched on in the Bray Wyatt Becoming Immortal documentary, and also something that was reiterated by people like Kyle Scarborough and other people who worked with Bray Wyatt. We then touch on the death of Bray Wyatt and Bo Dallas's thoughts that everything him and his brother had built was gone. And then we talk about how Bo knew, even after the death of Bray, that he had to come back to the WWE. And here's where we start getting really real, as Bo talks about how he was worried and doubted not only if it was going to work, but how it would be perceived. Then the music hit. The crowd reacted and all his fears went away. Dallas was back as Uncle Howdy with the Wyatt Sicks. And they do state that this group is destined to continue the work of Wyatt. Bo would say, I didn't know if I wanted to continue without my brother. But as this has gone forward, I realise that he's with me more than ever. I always loved wrestling, but I thought maybe the passing of my brother might have taken that away from me. But it's been the exact opposite. I feel like for a lot of Fireflies, that would be very reassuring to know that Bo is not only seeking comfort in doing this, but he's enjoying doing this. It's not just he feels like he has to for the legacy of Bray. He's doing it because he wants to and is loving it. Proven with this statement, I thrive off that moment where the music hits and I step out and I can feel Wyndham still with me. Earlier this week, WWE 2K24 released the final creation of Bray Wyatt, the unseen version of the Fiend. Now, this is important because Bo now touches on this as they talk about the Bray Wyatt edition heading to 2K24, and he says it includes the unseen version of the Fiend, a menacing character portrayed by Wyatt that was supposed to be reinvented when Wyatt was to come back to programming before his death. Bo would say that it is unbelievable to see his brother's creation still come to life after his death. The world gets the chance to see that even though he's gone, his ideas and legacy are still going. It's not just in the video game world where his influence stays. Wyatt's fingerprints are still well into the fabric of Uncle Howdy and the Wyatt Sicks. Everything that's going on up to this date and then going forward, if it's not Wyndham's idea, it has a piece of Wyndham's idea. That's something I think a lot of fans have wondered, if they was actually doing some stuff that Bray Wyatt had thought of, or if the stuff the Wyatt Sicks were doing was all relatively new under the creation of the new WWE management, Bo Dallas and the Wyatt Sicks, of course. It makes a lot of sense when you see WWE utilising things like hiding puppet costumes in the background of shots as an Easter egg. Who the members of the Wyatt Sicks are also is thanks to Wyatt. Based on characters from the Wyatt's Funhouse, the group features Eric Rowan, Nikki Cross, Joe Gacy, Dexter Loomis. And here's something we didn't know. All the people were personally picked by Wyatt to be part of the stable. We've long theorised that people like Dexter and Nikki were involved, considering their lengthy absence from TV, but obviously we wasn't sure. We could never have that confirmed until now. So this is what the Wyatt Sicks would have looked like with Bray 2. Bo would say that he wanted to work with them. He handpicked them for reasons almost unknown to me, like he just saw something and felt something in them. The group has been a success since its electric debut in June. The moment the lights start to go off and the singular note from the song Shatter, which is also Wyatt's entrance music, hits, the crowd erupts, knowing something mythical is about to take place. The support from fans has been heartwarming for Bo Dallas. There are some interactions he gets where people will hug him and others will simply say, "I love you." It's the affection that helps Dallas continue his mission. He's giving all his heart and attention into his craft, and he'll continue to do it as long as he continues to feel what he experiences from the WWE Universe. The Wyatt Sicks appear to have finished their feud with American Alpha. Definitely was American made, but okay. But talking about what's next, Bo says he has plenty of plans in store. You're just going to have to wait and see, he said. The Wyatt Sicks is just getting started. We got a lot of work to do. Now, I love this kind of storytelling in wrestling. You know that by now if you follow my channel. But genuinely, this makes me excited for what the Wyatt Sicks have in store for the future. Especially when you hear what Bo had to say next. When we were talking and going through all these ideas, a lot of times Bray would just sit there and say, "You just be ready, man. You be ready," Dallas said. Maybe it was foresight that he was given. I don't know. But it solidifies this is exactly what I'm supposed to be doing for him. Because I know this is what he wants. Bo would then talk about it being a big responsibility to carry on the legacy of Bray Wyatt, but he said he can do it because they're all in it together. I feel the love from everybody watching this, and there is a part of this, because it's not just me, it's everybody, he said. Everybody is in on this for Bray. Genuinely, a powerful read, a powerful statement by Bo Dallas. Seriously, if you're a long-term Firefly, you know that peeling back the curtain in this world genuinely doesn't happen. So this is a very rare insight into the mind of Taylor Rotunda as he portrays Bo Dallas continuing the legacy of his brother. I also find it really fascinating and reassuring that all members of the Wyatt Sicks were handpicked by Bray Wyatt. There's always stories of how, Eric Young was going to do this in the Funhouse, and while I don't doubt that, this is where we were heading. This was the group that Bray Wyatt chose. Is it complete? I have no idea. Is there more to come? From the sounds of what Bo said towards the end of that interview, yes. If anything, in the Wyatt world, we know to expect twists and turns and unbelievable things that we never thought we'd see. And it sounds like that's exactly what Taylor Rotunda, Bo Dallas, Uncle Howdy, wants to deliver to us. And that makes me excited. So there you go, a very rare C Wrestling Sunday video, but as you can probably understand, this is a very classic C Wrestling video. This is something we really did need to touch on, and I couldn't wait till Wednesday's news video to talk about this. And again, look at this. We're approaching 8 minutes into this video just about this topic alone. So all the other news would have been irrelevant and we'd have spoken about this on Wednesday. No, we're not going to do that. We just put it up on a Sunday. So if you are new to the channel, make sure you've hit the subscribe button, turn on those notifications, you'll never miss another upload. Like the video, share the video, and I'll catch you next time. Peace!